The views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the program anchors and guests and do not necessarily reflect the policies and positions of Owens Community College, the administration, faculty, staff, students, programs, or the Owens Outcome Student Media Center.
Hey, hello, I am Deon Thompson.
And I'm Dennis Hobson.
And welcome to the show today. Today we have a special guest, good old friend of mine. His name is Lamar Wright. Lamar is a boxing coach, and he has a championship fight coming up. Lamar, you want to talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, it's August 23rd with super middleweight DeAndre Ware.
DeAndre Ware. Explain the three belts.
He has the NABA, which is by the WBA organization, the USBO, which is by the IBO organization, and the WBC, Continental America.
Hey, Lamar, I got a question. My thing is, how does it feel, man, knowing that you're coaching a champion?
You know, it feels good because I almost put like boxing is like no other sport. You know, it's almost like mine and gold, man. You don't know if it's ever there. And then once you work that many years, and then once it finally happens, it's almost surreal.
Lamar, real quick, a lot of people don't know your story, how you got started, actually how we met.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a good story. You want to talk a little bit about how you got started? Like, you know, because people think you just got these world champs, and it just seems like an overnight success story.
Yeah. No, so, I mean, it's been worked on since 2004. So I boxed all the way. Started boxing with the PAL, with Carl Beavers and Ron Wilcox. And around 2004, I had stopped. You know, had a child, got married, and started working. So then I came back into the gym because I didn't want to leave it. So I started coaching, and that's when I met you there at the ROTC building at the UT.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't. He didn't want to. Was he trying to be a fighter? You didn't meet him there.
No. Actually, Deon was coming up with doing jujitsu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, man.
I was doing the groundwork. He was doing the boxing.
Okay.
And we had some fight. Actually, we had two fighters at the sports arena.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, Lamar, you know, you talk about boxing, okay? It's like Deon said, it's not like all other sports. It's kind of like mano on mano, okay? What are some of the things that you teach these guys when you're training them?
I mean, I once had a great trainer, Emmanuel Stewart, tell me, because, you know, being a coach, you know, you want to be one of the best. And sometimes you just don't know how to do it. So, because, you know, there's so many moving parts in boxing, so, you know, so many different type of talents and, you know, so many different coaches. So, and then, you know, you try to find your niche or what you're strong at and what what you're good at teaching and laying down. So, as I was young up and coming, I had Emmanuel Stewart. I asked Emmanuel Stewart, I said, you know, how can I become as great as you one day? And he looked me dead in my eye at that time and he told me to stay basic and walked away. And at that, I thought he was being real arrogant at that time. I didn't know until I started coaching. And now I understand what he means, you know, stay basic, you know, don't overreach. Just make sure you're good in all areas. And, you know, you could be great at one thing, but if someone takes that greatness away, it's over with. Yeah. So just be great in everything. So that's, you know, that's what I try to teach. We try to be good at everything that we do.
Lamar, you made a post on Facebook that I actually saved. And you were talking to all the trainers and coaches. You were like, believe in your system.
Yeah.
Man, it's one of the best things I ever seen. I remember I called you that and I was like, man, this has been good for me. When you say believe in your system, can you explain to people as a trainer what you meant? Because you got the results now.
Yeah. I mean, just believing in your system, you know, just if you want to be a good trainer, great trainer, you have to believe in your system. If you have any doubt in your system, you know, people can see that, and they'll doubt your system. You know, you got to just believe in your system with everything you got. You know, there's got to be the burning desire to know that your system will work and get you there.
You hear that, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, but you know, now I will say this as a coach. You know, sometimes you have to adjust would you agree sometimes you have to adjust your system to the person that you're dealing with?
Yeah, look, so the structure of it pretty much stays the same. The foundation of your system pretty much stays the same. But if you're a trainer and I see that you're doing something, I can understand what you're doing, I could take that and put it into my system and make it work for me. But, like
Because every fighter's different.
Every
you
fighter,
like,
yeah,
you got
every
lightweight.
sport, every
You train
fighter-
light
yeah.
to like heavyweights.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm sure, yeah.
I mean, so if you look at the roster of fighters that I train, they're all night and day. None of them fight alike. You know, so I guess, you know, believing in your system is more just believing in yourself, believing that you can do it. And because, you know, once you start getting up there, you know, there's a lot of people who don't believe in you, and there are a lot of people that want you to fall.
Right.
So, you know, when you're laying down at night, you just got to believe you got to believe in what you're doing.
You know, it's funny. Boxing is a big time sport now. I mean, it's always been big.
Yeah, but it's coming back.
Yeah, exactly. What's the youngest fighter would you deal with? What age?
8
8 years old.
8 years old.
That 8-year-old walks into your gym, Coach Lamar. I want to be a fighter. I want to be a boxer. What's some of the most important things you might say to an 8-year-old?
Are you going to be a champ or a chump?
I like that.
No, that's
I like that. I like that.
So, I mean, you know, I always ask the kids that because that's the first thing one of my first trainers asked me, Carl Beavers. And so I always ask, you know, just to see where their head's at. But, you know, a lot of the kids that walk into this gym, you know, they're going to fight because it takes a lot of courage to walk in the gym.
I know in jiu-jitsu there's a lot of turnover. Like everybody gets excited at first, but once the real work comes, once people are putting their hands on you, you really see who sticks and who doesn't.
Yeah.
How is that in boxing? Is that similar?
Same way, like, you know, 2 years ago, because I had left the amateurs a little bit and just focused on the pros. So when my son was able to start boxing,
Yeah, he's good.
I said, well, I'm gonna build another amateur team. So I went back into the amateurs, and you know, I told everybody on Facebook I'll be working with the kids again. And so, you know, I swear about 40 kids showed up, and then probably after 2 weeks we're down to 7. So and I still got those same 7.
Yeah, those who stay. I know you're a
That's
Notre Dame
committed.
fan.
That's committed. You know, again, it's not a sport that I've been actively involved with, but you know, it's a sport that I do like to watch. When you're training the champ, okay, what does his workout regimen look like?
You know, man, this is with all of them, because you know all of them, not only DeAndre and Sonny, but with all of them because they're at a world level now. It's just, you know, real vigorous training. You know, especially with, you know, DeAndre's a little different, a little special, man, because DeAndre, you know, he has a full-time job. You know, he's a Toledo firefighter, so you know he may have to stay up 36 hours and then come train, and you know, and then strength and conditioning, and then, you know, putting 4 hours in at the gym. It's a lot on him. So with him, it's a little different.
Man, I mean, it's something. I know what they, you know, we get a chance to see them in the ring.
Right.
But what are they doing outside of the ring? What type of workout are they doing outside of the ring?
I mean, you know, it can, you know, in the morning they can get up, they can, you know, either we're doing mile runs or we're doing 800 sprints. You know, then we go into the gym. We might do game plan, mid work, bag work, speed bag for 2 hours a day. Then they got their strength and conditioning. So it's really like 6 to 8 hours of work a day.
So Lamar, you know, a lot of people don't know, but apparently, and I found this out when I did the African American Hall of Fame. This was crazy. I didn't realize the rich history that Toledo boxing has. So I'm thinking, man, all these guys coming out now, it seems like there's a resurgence. Would you not agree?
No, there is. There definitely is. Toledo's always been a hotbed for boxers, and really it's been a talented city for sports. But you know, we've had world champions before Robert Easter. You know, we had Olympians before Devin Vargas. You know, so it's coming back now. It's coming back.
Lamar, I tell you what, man, we're gonna come back to you, but we appreciate everything you're doing out here, and keep doing what you do.
Appreciate it.